Now causes of dry skin, like there is a frequent and steamy baths. Suppose anybody is taking, then it may cause the drying of the skin. Then areas where is the very low temperature is there, as well as the humidity is high. So in that case also skin may become dry. Then skin diseases like eczema as well as psoriasis. So it can lead to the drying of the skin, but there is the particular part may be dried. Then metabolic conditions like diabetes, kidney disorders are there. Then certain allopathic drugs are there, so they may affect on your skin, or there is a side effects of that drug. Then dehydration caused due to the alcohol consumption and excessive sweating. So these are the probable causes of your drying of the skin. Then after that, what kind of symptoms are there? Then we can say that there is this skin is dried. Generally, there is the affected skin appears like dull. Then peeled effect is there on the skin. Then itchy and painful skin may be there, depending on the your proportion of dry. Then redness, itchiness, then drip cracks may be possible. Sometimes bleeding may be there. Then gray ash on your skin may appear, or the grayish color will be there, as well as fine lines and cracks are there. Skin can feel the looks as well as the roughs. So these are the probable symptoms on your dry skin. Then precautions. Generally, to avoid or to overcome this problem, first of all, we should follow the precautions like do not take the too much shower, and generally we can avoid the washing with the soap during every bath. So probably we should avoid the maximum utilization of the soaps as well as the we can say showering also. Then choose non-alcohol based moisturizers. So whatever the moisturizers we are using, so we have to choose the non-alcohol based, because non-alcohol based means uh, it should contain the maximum content of water. If we are using the alcohol based moisturizer, it means it will be evaporate very fastly. Then use sunscreen preparations to protect your skin. Then when soap is needed, use the gentle or the non-drying product type of soaps. So we can use the glycerin added soaps, or those soaps are having the good wetting property. That the kind of soaps we can use, or good moisturizing soaps. Then we can wear the sunscreen aprons regularly. Then we can massage the body with the herbal oils. So these are the various kind of precautions we can use. In case of Ayurveda, if we think through the Ayurveda, then there is a little bit different skin treatment is there. According to the Ayurveda, the skin dryness is a Vata deformation. Generally, Vata causes the dryness of the skin when it is vitiated because of the seasonal influences. For the treatment of the dry skin, Ayurveda suggests that they have prepared herbal creams like moisturizers, lotions. So these are all the products are, you can say, having the branded ones like Ayurveda Guru. So instead of that, we can use the another type of moisturizers which are prepared one. Different types of humectants are there. We can choose them for the treatment of the your moisturizing cream. Now another terminology is there regarding the comedogenic. Now this is the little bit new technology terminology, or you might have heard about this technology terminology. This comedogenic means those ingredients or those cosmetic products which can block or which can clog the pores of your skin, and because of the blocking of the skin, there might be chances that acne may be developed in the skin, or blackheads may be developed, or whiteheads may be developed onto your skin. Simply we can say these products when we are using as a cosmetic material, so they may have that tendency to block the your skin pores, and because of that blocking, sebum may be blocked, and because of that, so many types of skin problems may be appear. The examples of that kind of material which can have the ability to block your pores are like coconut oil, neem oil, coca butter, shea butter. So these are the one examples, are routine examples of our general life. Then what is meant by non-comedogenic? That non-comedogenic means vice versa. Those material which are not having the tendency to block your skin pores. So they are called as the non-comedogenic. And we should use such kind of material like grapeseed seed oil is there, sunflower oil is there, then sweet almond oil is there. They can be used as a non-comedogenic material. Now, another terminology is the dermatitis. It is also well known to all of you. Dermatitis is known as the eczema or inflammation of the skin. It is characterized by the itchy as well as erythematous, vascular, and weeping and crusting patches on the skin. The term eczema is also commonly known as atopic type of dermatitis, and it may be called as the atopic eczema. The causes of dermatitis are unclear, and there are the we can say several environmental conditions are there. They may are responsible for causing of the dermatitis. Generally, it is estimated that due to the dysfunctional interplay between the immune system and the skin, may be develop the such kind of dermatitis. Now, symptoms and signs of the dermatitis. When the dermatitis is there, so it may cause the redness of the skin, swelling, then intense itching may be possible. Skin lesions are there, like red bumps, blisters may develop because of the continuous itching. Then skin lesions at the heel, scars may form over the affected area. So these are the signs and symptoms of the. Then these are the images showing the dermatitis. Then different types of dermatitis are there, like allergic types of dermatitis, then irritant contact dermatitis, atopic dermatitis, neurodermatitis, then nummular dermatitis, then seborrheic dermatitis, and stasis dermatitis. So this is about your types of skin, oily types, and your dermatitis. We'll see regarding the moisturizers. So now we'll see roles of moisturizers and humectants in the dry skin. So all of you know, all of you have the idea about the installation of the moisturizer, definition of the moisturizer. So these moisturizers are the those type of ingredients or those type of products we are using to increase the moisture inside your skin or to avoid the drying problem of our skin. So along with the moisturizer, there are so many types of another ingredients are like humectants are there, as well as the emollient materials are there. We are using them as a supporter for the moisturizer. Moisturizers are the complex mixtures of the chemical agents. They are completely in nature and they are helping to hold the required amount of water in the skin. That's why they are called as the moisturizer. Along with humectants are also we are using along with the moisturizers. So these humectants are having the tendency to attract the environmental water or the environmental moisture, and they will try to keep your skin wet, or they will try to maintain the required amount of moisture in the skin. And along with we can use the some emollients are also there. Generally, emollients will try to make the smooth, or they will impart the smoothness to your skin. So, in the combination of humectant, emollient, we are using the moisturizer. Generally, moisturizers will maintain the required quantity of water by hydrating your skin. Generally, they used to stop the evaporation of the excess amount of water from the skin itself. So, as they are making the very thick layer or the occlusive film on the skin surface, so whatever the water is coming out from the body, so that water will be stopped, and by this way they will increase the uh, amount of water at the skin layer. for the treatment of the various kind of drying problem of the skin, we are using the various kind of moisturizers. Generally, we are using the oil-based moisturizers. They are having the antioxidants, then grapeseed oil, then dimethicone. So, depending on your choice, some other materials we added one like petroleum and cracked skin purpose. Some other type of emollients are added. Now, care of the dry skin. Generally, during the winter season or the during this chill period, so skin is affected and it becomes dry. Generally, for that purpose, we are using the various kind of moisturizers or nourishing ingredients. So there are the three types of such kind of materials we can use for taking the care of your skin, like humectant, emollient, and occlusive. So these occlusive are nothing but your moisturizers. Emollients are nothing but the oiling material which are imparting the smoothness, and humectants are there which are maintaining the required water. Like uh, like this way, we can prepare the your ingredients or your total product as a your moisturizer. Now, what are the role of humectants? Generally, we are using the glycerin, sorbitol, urea, propylene glycol, alpha hydroxy acids, sugars as humectant in the various kind of product. So these kind of humectants are having the tendency to attract the moisture from the environment, and they will give that, or they will maintain that level of the water at where they are added. In case of other products like your toothpaste, also we are adding the humectants. So they will maintain the required moisture condition in that product. So in the same way, if you are applying the humectant on the skin, so they will try to maintain the required concentration of water. Then another one is the emollients are there. These emollients are the ointment like material, lotions are there. So generally they will try to fulfill the spaces between the rough skin cells, and they will try to maintain the smooth surface of the skin. So this kind of materials are generally are the mineral oils are there, or the plant originated material oils are there. Then cocoa butter is there. Emollients are the various types of oily substances or the waxy materials are there, which can impart the smoothness to your skin. Then examples are like mineral oils are there, shea and cocoa butter is there, petrolatum material is there, linolene is there. Now after that, some occlusive material is there like petrolatum, paraffin, lanolin. Generally, they are acting as a barrier on your epidermis. They will form the occlusive layer or the tough layer of the waxy material on your skin. That is called as the occlusive type of material, and this will stop or they will prevent the uh, excess vaporization of your water, and whatever the water is evaporated from the body, so it will be collected at the skin surface itself. So the examples are like hyaluronic acid, ceramides are there, essential oils are there, urea is there, lactic acid is there, petrolatum is there, raw honey, aloe vera, glycerin. So these all the materials are also acting as a occlusive. They are also acting as an emollient, as well as they are also acting as a humectant. So this is the just mechanism of your all the ingredients. Occlusive materials or the occlusive agents which are forming the occlusive occlusive film on your skin, and by this way they will try to avoid the evaporation of water from the body or the water from the skin. Then humectants, they will try to attract the excess amount of water from the environment. Then emollients will try to make the smooth your skin, and they will fill up the gaps between your skins or the cracks, and by this way they will work as a moisturizer. Now TEWL, this is already we have seen, that is transepidermal water loss. When there is the excess amount of water is lost from the body, so there is the causing of the drying of your skin. So to maintain the required concentration of the water, we are using the moisturizers. Now, what are the ideal moisturizers, or what is the ideal conditions for your moisturizer? So the whatever the moisturizer you are choosing, so it should have the ability to prevent the TWR condition, or it should avoid the excess amount. Mobile so an ideal moisturizer should have the ability to prevent the TWR factor or the TWR condition. Then there should not be any kind of sensation or the any kind of allergic reactions. Then it should be absorbed immediately by your skin, and it should provide the immediate hydration condition to your skin, and it should be cosmetically acceptable one. Then exact role of moisturizer is that it is the moisturizer, it should have the moisturizing action. Generally most of material, they are forming the occlusive skin, occlusive layer on the skin, and they are acting as a moisturizing action. Then anti-inflammatory action is also there. Many moisturizers are having the ability to avoid the inflammation of your skin, and they are acting as a anti-inflammatory material. Then anti-myotic action is also there. Many moisturizers are having the mineral oils, they are having the low grade anti-myotic action. Then some moisturizers are having the anti-pruritic action also, like they are providing the chilling effect or the cooling effect on your skin. Also they are avoiding the itching of the skin. They are also providing the protection to your skin, as they are forming the occlusive layer on your skin. So from the sun, they are avoiding the or they are preventing the your damages of the skin from the sunlight. So they are acting as a sunscreen material. Now examples of your moisturizers are hydrocarbon oils, silicone oils, triglyceride esters, fatty acids, linolein derivatives, and steroids. Uses of moisture generally in various kind of situations, like in case of drying process or in your drying problems of the skin, we are using. But even though in the another type of disorders like keratinization or the ethiosis, that is terminology is used. So in that condition also we can use the moisturizer. In case of dermatitis, in case of maintenance. These are the examples of your moisturizers, like cream moisturizer, then lotion,